I think ambition was always there because first of all I wanted to have a son, and I realized it when I was just before my 15th birthday, 14 and a half or whatever it is. But I heard my mother talking to somebody long ago saying that she always had this, I used to play with my grandmother's kids, and so my mother noticed it, but I never understood. Children play with dolls and hair, so it was nothing new. So then the first ambition was to become a hairdresser. Then the second ambition was to be successful at it. Then the third one was let me have my own salon when I got my experience. So it was always one step at a time, but I think the ambition was always there for that step. And it was a very clear ambition, very clear path. I was very sure I want to have a salon. So sacrifices were made along the way, obviously personal at that time when you are a young child. But ambition was always there. So if you ask me from the time I started hairdressing to today, never dreamed of it. But when I reached one level, I always dreamed of the higher level. I never stopped, and again, for sure, people are asking me this all the time, but it's natural to me. I'm not pushing myself. It's happening. It's just happening. It must have got built gradually, I think. I am very fortunate to have been born to my mother, who was a very strong woman. She was widowed at the age of 32, and she just made sure that we lost nothing. And I remember she not only looked after her 4 children, she looked after the entire family, mostly the in-laws, everyone. Then with hairdressing, I was so fortunate to work with Janet. I think another fantastic woman of substance, as good as my mother, I would say. In fact, some things were more, because my mother was a simple woman, she was a glamorous woman, and very particular about beauty, and very hardworking, both together. So the balance and the heart of gold she had. So I think that upbringing by these 2 ladies has helped me build up my character. Now, talking about disasters, yes, when I started hairdressing was the JVP uprising. And there was curfew, we had no taxis, no buses, but the weddings went on and we went to work, and my mother used to say, everybody's closed, everybody's under curfew, how come on you are working? But we had work and we enjoyed that. It was fun. Then came I started my business in 1980, my first salon, and 83 came the riots. So the LTT and I are the same. The 2 businesses grew together, but it didn't put us down. Well, I did well, so did the others in my profession and the country, business people. I suppose we could have done better without a civil war. But we did. Then, of course, as you say, the uprising, now the COVID now. But I think I always think you try to. I don't try to imagine. Now, these people talk about the second wave is coming, the fourth wave is coming. Why? I never think like that. I strongly believe I'm not going to get COVID, and I'm going to do the needful for that, breathing, exercising, whatever. Similarly, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So let's face today. So how do I pay the salaries today is my current problem. I'm not thinking about next month. And the world is like that. So you have to look at it from the positive side and make the maximum use. The very first lockdown, which came so suddenly, we went home for 2 days and we were stuck at home for 2 months. After 20-25 years, I really practiced my hairstyles and my skill. I enjoyed it. I must have done 200-300 hairstyles. So I really do something better. I'm surprised myself because you know everyone knows my academic qualifications stopped at O-levels and I never got my result at exit. It's in the school and but my mother gave me very good advice because I think she was quite shocked that I refused to go to school after O-levels exam and said I want to do advocacy. But she gave me what advice. She said, okay, this is what your choice is, go ahead and learn advocacy. But I want you to be world class qualified and be employable anywhere in the world. She always believed that girls also should be educated and employable in the event of necessity. So that was good advice. So the learning went on. In hairdressing, there is unfortunately no end to learning because every 6 months trends came. And I started learning, you know, how many clients would I have met in the past 50 years? 5 million, 10 million, and you learn from everyone.
Wow.
You learn from everyone, the way they talk. Lots of my children were brought up by the advice I got from certain side. I remember when I was pregnant, they would say, Nayana, now you drink the egg drip like this, you break the egg. I still think of her when I make the egg. We did 75 times. So, you know, like that, everything. People talk. People who communicate. So I learned from them, I learned about life. And I think I always you come here and if we stay able to set up in a different way, that's something to learn. You know, so you always learn. Mind is very open. Mind, so academically I'm not educated, qualified enough, I would say, but I'm very proud also for that and say that I'm thinking. You know, I've gone to every single university in this country I've visited. Really that, but I haven't gone to university. So if I can do that, what can't the others do?
Yeah.
I think I went to Bishop College for the first 8 or 9 years of my life. That was helpful because we were, all of us were there, senior the Catholic schools, everyone was there. So we never realized who are we, that's number one. Number two, my job. Of course, the matter itself, my family never differentiated. And then the job, you don't realize who you are going to, which house you are going to, and you automatically learn to respect every religion. We go to Muslim houses, we go to Catholic houses, Hindu temples, everything. So you learn to respect them and you understand, appreciate their culture. Yes, I am pretty Sri Lankan because I'm quite proud of this country, and I also think that none of us who compete haven't put enough. Yeah, because opportunities are plenty. Yes, material facilities are there. Because I can talk about this very clearly because we did migrate to Australia. We did migrate to Australia, and those were the 2 miserable years of my life. I came running back, and I think the decision to come back was one of the best decisions I made. And then also, it also helped. Now I have come back, let's please stay put. I've been privileged to travel a lot, enjoy all the other countries, but this is your country. This is your country, and the sense of belonging, simple things, Prashant. I love Western food, but at the same time, some Polsan ball and rice, or the sari you wear, or you get caught to the police and say, please. You know, you can't do that anywhere else. It can only be done with your people. So I think we are in a nice country. Yes, we have our issues, but all of us get together and many things I would say. Number one is that I firmly believe a lot of things I have got are only because I was born to a better family. You know, I was born to a middle class family which could afford certain things, not a lot of things. And I was also born to very two families, both father's and mother's side, very good people, very middle class, very simple, and very balanced, good people. You know, we had a very balanced and very ordinary life, and every one of us believed in living decent life. We were never, both parties, both sides, we were never ever, no one was ever able to buy us for money. My, especially my father's side, they are very highly qualified, all professors, and but none of them have lost their head. So that is a plus point. Second thing is, I think we believe, my mother taught me, Janet taught me this, that the more you give this, the more you get. In my, really, I am Buddhist, we believe in that. So I think lots of people are not bad person. They are scared to give, thinking they will lose on what they have. I believe that if I give you what I have, you will not give, he will give me something back. So if you give something, you are bound to get double, for sure. So not in the idea of giving, so, and giving is a great satisfaction. So these reasons, especially the opportunity that I have, why can't the others have? Because especially Harrison has seen people brilliant, 100 times more talented than me, but they don't have the opportunities that I have. Intelligent parents, you know, like that. So that is where we want to give, and I think with every passing age, I am really wishing that something of mine from me will remain with certain people. Now yesterday also I met a lady in my surrounds, and she said, Nayana, long ago you gave us a lecture, and I remember everything word by word what you said, and I still follow. I think she made my day. She made my, I can't remember where I went, which company. She said long ago, maybe 15 years ago, and she said every word I remember. So it makes me very happy. So as time is running short, I'm very aware of that, because I'm not young anymore. And so even 5-year plan is, I might work 15 years, but it's short time for us. So the more you give, the better it will be. I firmly believe. Okay, the first question. What I am really committed now is to education, for education, because I was again privileged to see the world's best hairdressers, because I am in the World Federation, and the best of the best I have moved around it, and I have seen their work, and I know what the standards are, and I know how they work, and all of them are like us, simple, down to earth, very proud of themselves and very giving. So that's why they are successful. They are very giving and sharing. So, and also most of the, except for a few countries in Asia, the Asian region needs very good solid foundation education. So that is where we started this with a big team of international trainers. So I really wish that if we could spread it to as many countries as possible. It's got a good start, and obviously it's not going to be running 1 or 2 years, and I'm really hoping that a good young team will join me and take it from after me, from me, and the others, and make a change in the region. Where Sri Lanka is concerned, there is nothing wrong with Sri Lanka. There is nothing wrong with Sri Lanka. We have lots of plus points. Number one, we are very small. People say our economy can be turned around in 4 months, but I am sure 6 to 8 months time we can, because we are a small economy, a small country. And we have unfortunately been governed by the wrong people. So, wrong heads. So that's all. So I think the young generation should understand what is right and what is wrong. And the issue I see here is that to run a country or to run a family or to bring up children or run a business, you have to have some very few things. I would say like 4 pillars of your house. Honesty and integrity. There is no way that you can be successful in anything for more than a very short time if you are not honest, and the integrity in whatever you are doing. Number 2, is the discipline of self. Because otherwise, how can you perform? You have to have whatever you want to do, you have to have the discipline of self. So if you are disciplined, the others are disciplined. If I am disciplined, my staff are disciplined. If you are disciplined, Sri Lanka Unites is disciplined. So, discipline. Number 3, to put in your 100%. Whatever you do, put in your 100%. Don't do half-hearted. Number 4 is to make sure that you are a content person. Because if you are not content, you can't do this. If you are not sincere and content. So the integrity and honesty and that comes, sincerity comes there. You are doing the job that you want properly and you are organized. And then we are a happy nation. We are a happy nation because there is no point in being a hard-working nation when you are not. Remember the Chinese those days, they were more like laborers. Not like that. You are happy. So if the young generation can follow, because young people today, I find, not all, I find that they are not. Everybody is blaming them, but I think they are not guided.
They are not
guided.
Yeah.
They are not guided properly. They are not told, don't go only in one direction. There are different directions. Everybody is chasing qualifications. Then they just because they get a piece of paper, they get their head swollen. That is what they are being told to do. So if they are given this balance and if they are given this understanding and asked to commit themselves to the number of hours, honestly, it doesn't matter whether you work 2 hours with sincerity or 5 hours with sincerity. You will never fail. This country will never fail.